Okay, so we all write them, right? We send reports, we send project updates, but what happens when they just go unread? Today, we're going to talk about how to turn those dry, boring communications into actual stories, compelling stories that build your influence. It's all about gaining what's called narrative authority. So let's start with a problem that I bet every single person listening has faced. You spend hours, maybe even days, getting a report just right. You hit send, feeling pretty good about it, and then what do you hear back? Nothing. Just crickets. It feels like all that effort just disappeared into a black hole. I mean, come on. Have you ever written the perfect project update only to find out later that literally no one read it? We've all been there. And you know what? It's incredibly frustrating. Now, this isn't just about our feelings getting a little hurt. There are real professional costs when our communications are just too dry to make any kind of impact. So let's really break down why these ignored updates are so damaging. It's really a triple threat. First, you lose your reader's attention almost instantly. Their eyes just glaze over. Second, and this is a big one, it actually weakens your professional influence. If people are constantly tuning you out, your voice just gets quieter in the organization. And finally, it totally undermines the great work you're doing because you're failing to communicate why it even matters. But what if there was a simple, really powerful way to change all this? Well, there is. Your secret weapon is story. This is where we make that critical shift from just listing a bunch of data points to actually building a compelling narrative. Just think about the difference. A dry report, it just lists facts, it's passive, and it gets ignored. But a narrative update, well, that shows progress, it's active, it's dynamic, and it actually makes people want to take action. It turns you from a note-taker into a storyteller. Okay, so this sounds great, right? But how do we actually do it? Well, it's surprisingly simple. We're going to use a super straightforward 3-part framework to structure our updates as these little mini stories. And this is a practical tool you can start using today. And here it is. The entire thing boils down to just 3 words: challenge, action, and result. That's it. It's simple, it's memorable, and believe me, it is incredibly effective. Let's break down how each part works, starting with the challenge. So first up, the challenge. Look, every good story starts with a problem, and that's exactly what this is. It's the beginning of your story. But what's crucial to remember is that you're not just complaining. You are strategically setting the scene. You're explaining the obstacle you had to overcome, and that creates just enough tension to make your audience lean in and want to know what happens next. Okay, so from the challenge, we move right into the action. This is the heart of your update, the middle of your story. This is where you get to talk about the specific, smart steps you took to tackle that problem. And again, this is not just a boring task list. It's a powerful way to demonstrate your strategy, your skills, and how proactive you are. And finally, we get to the best part, the result. This is the payoff. It's the satisfying conclusion to your mini story. What happened because of your actions? What was the impact? This is the part that brilliantly shows the value of what you do. It provides that clear resolution and proves that your work made a real difference. So, what's the ultimate payoff of using this framework? It's that you're moving way beyond just reporting facts. You are achieving the single most important goal of any communication. You are making people genuinely care about your work. And this right here, this is the key takeaway. If you remember one thing, make it this. Frame your updates as stories. Challenge, action, result. When you do that, you don't just inform people, you make them care. And when they care, they listen. So I'll leave you with this thought. The very next time you sit down to write a summary or a report, don't just list off what you did. Ask yourself, what's the story I need to tell? What story will your next update tell?